Let's go, Spuds.
Spuds move on to state tournament competition. Snap is back, the kick is on its way up, and the kick is good. The arms are up, and the Spuds have won.
Well, the first thing that I think of when I see this group is what a fantastic year that we had, unsuspecting. I don't think any of us expected that we would have a year like what we saw in 1999 in the state championship game. Did anybody really feel like they were going to end up with such a high record and such a high watermark with this girls' basketball team? Andrea, what do you think?
I mean, I think like the group that we have, like we were all very hard workers. We, are always at open gym working together. But I think that obviously I don't know if it's called the missing puzzle piece when Iveta came in. And so none of us really knew what that was going to bring to our dynamics. And
how big of a factor? And as I recall, your dad was a huge factor in bringing Iveta to the United States. Am I right?
Yeah. So I was actually at an AAU tournament in California, and she was, at the time, she was going to go to Oregon State. And so they were trying to find a family for her to be with in the United States until she went to Oregon State. So yeah, it was my dad. He was at the tournament. The coach had talked to our AAU coach and just started talking, and they talked to me to see if it was okay with. And so we had no idea, what she was about, really anything about her. And so we were there to like pick her up at the airport. And when we picked her up, she didn't know any English. So we were just starting from scratch, teaching her, ABCs, and just, she knew how to say hi and how are you. And that was it. So it was, and I think, am I right, Chelsea? Like when she first got here, we went and played in a 3-on-3 tournament in Barnesville.
Yes, yes. Now that you say that, yeah.
So that was like the first time,
yes,
playing to see what this was all going to be, how this is all going to kind of come together.
I had a feeling that as time went on, she used that to her advantage by saying she didn't know English.
You need to do a sprint. No, I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I got a kick out of watching her after she had graduated and was playing college.
Yeah.
In a tournament in Hawaii.
Okay.
And the girl made a steal at the top of the key and drove on the opposite team and drove the length of the court. And about 5 steps behind her, here comes Iveta. Sliding along. There was no way she was going to catch her. And the other girl had the capabilities of dunking, and she did.
Oh,
so yeah, no. I got one. What is the favorite part, or what memory do you have, Rachel? What do you remember most about the season? I mean, you were the youngest on this group, as I recall, weren't you?
Well, Amber, Chelsea, and I we're all sophomores on that team, or on this team, and it was a pretty tight group. But when you asked that first question to Andrea, the first thing that came to my mind was we hated to lose. I mean, we hated to lose, and so we didn't lose very often in our career at Moorhead, but it was that desire to win and that desire to compete, but also that hatred to lose anyone. And I think that's what made this group really special.
What part or who inspired that little notion in you, Rachel?
Oh, that'd be my dad. Although I come by it pretty honestly with both sides of the family, and now I can look at 2 little boys, and I guess they come by it pretty honestly too. And I have a brand new hole in my wall in the basement since we've been home from a knee hockey battle. But I guess, if there's one thing that I hope we can teach our kids, it's the ability to compete. So I guess we're doing that right.
There's a story about Rachel as an assistant coach at Concordia when Jessica Raymond had to go to the hospital and she had a surgery and Rachel had to take over. And before the first game that she was going to be the head coach, she was just a wreck, just nervous. What do I do? How do I do it? So who else would she go to but her dad? And find out, what would you do in a situation like this? I'm just nervous. And her dad said, Rachel, don't worry about it. It's just a game. Rachel said, what? Who are you and what have you done with my dad?
It's never just a game, Larry. It's never just a game.
Chelsea, there's one big moment that I recall from this whole tournament and this whole year. Do you have any idea what that might be?
You might have to refresh my memory, Larry. I'm not sure if I remember.
Let's go to the state semifinal. Does that help?
It does, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I see if you saw the same thing I did. I'm sitting there along courtside, and the ball is thrown to Betty Charlton in the corner. The last thing she wanted in her hands was the basketball. She got rid of it so fast, so quickly, right to you. Up to the arc, drained a 3, state tournament championship on the line.
And I remember also in that, Amber looking at the clock thinking, we've got to get a shot up. Somebody shoot the ball and wanting the ball. And we just needed to get a shot up. So when I got it, we had to get the shot up. And so luck went our way that day and it went in. And
it was all instinct,
obviously a very
it?
fun event for all of us.
Yeah, it was all reaction time. From your side of the court, Andrea, what did you see?
I just remember the ball going around the perimeter, and I mean when it left Chelsea's hands, you just knew it was going in.
I didn't see it go round and around. I saw it go swish.
Go swish. Yes, that's what I said. I said when it left her hands, you knew that thing. It was nothing.
Amber, how did you react to that when you saw the shot develop?
Oh gosh, I think when she made it, we were just all, so excited. It was unreal. It was just a great experience, an amazing shot, and we had just an amazing season. So
another vision I have is a picture of Coach Malchow taking a drink of water and going, whew.
No,
I was so glad to get that one behind him.
Am I remembering this right? Like he was shaking.
Oh, he was shaking. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was no chance that water was not going to spill.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was incredible. It was incredible. So now since that tournament, and that's basically, I don't remember who led up to that game against Bloomington Jefferson. Who was your quarterfinal game with?
Was that just Grand Rapids?
I thought it was Minnetonka.
Minnetonka.
Oh, Minnetonka at St. Cloud.
At St. Cloud State.
At St. Cloud, you're right. Yeah.
That's
and
when we
Amber
played
went
State.
off. Didn't you have like 20-some points, Amber? I feel like that game you just went off.
She did that more than once.
True. That's true.
It's just another day for Amber.
Right.
Yeah, just another day. My response to that is only 20. Amber, you ended up in Arkansas. How did that take place?
How did I get down to Arkansas? Well, the assistant coach at the time was used to be an AAU coach for Minnesota, and so that's kind of the connection. And then I attended Arkansas State, ended up being there for about 5 years. So it was always wonderful to keep being able to play basketball as long as you can.
Yeah, and you had a great career at Arkansas State as well, didn't you?
Yes, I was fortunate enough to, play 4 years. I tore my ACL my junior year, so I had to redshirt during the time, but otherwise I started most of the games and played, and we had some great seasons.
Andrea, you ended up in St. Cloud?
Yep, St. Cloud State.
For 4 years then too?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And what was your career there?
I started all 4 years and kind of became more of a defensive specialist.
No, that doesn't make any sense at all.
I know.
But you got to do what you got to do to be successful and be a good teammate.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
So that was kind of my role
Chelsea,
there.
Chelsea, you ended up in Omaha, didn't you?
I did.
And played?
Yep. I was injured quite a bit throughout college, and also
Well, you played too hard. Say, you
I'm
played
sorry?
too hard.
I played too hard. Yeah.
Tell me
But
about
it was
your
still a
career.
great experience. I really enjoyed Omaha and the college, and it was a great experience.
Yeah. And Rachel stayed at home, was a
I
copper.
did. Yep. Played 2 years and then had an autoimmune disease and I had to have a surgery at the end of my sophomore year, and that kind of ended my career. But once I got a little bit better, I stayed a part of it, and that's how I got into the coaching world. I came back and coached my senior year with Jess Raymond, and I took a year to go and teach and use my undergrad degree. But then that's how I got into college athletics, was that year coaching with Jess.
And you've had quite a remarkable trail since that time as becoming the athletic director at Concordia, your alma mater, and as all anybody can tell, just doing a great job, outstanding job. And for all of you, just as you've continued on after college and being a part of the real world, things are going just fine, I think. If you had a question to ask one of the other, Andrea, what would you ask
Yeah, don't
Amber?
start with me first. Start with someone else.
Well, all right, Rachel, what would you ask Andrea?
I would ask Andrea, what do you remember from our team off the court? Because I have some fun memories of our group off the court. What do you remember from off the court?
I was thinking about this. We were just so tight. Like all of our team meals we would have, we would just rotate people's homes. I have pictures of us going all bowling together, playing charades. Remember, we all made hair ties together. It was just a really, really special, tight group. And I think that, and we just pushed each other. We wanted the best out of everybody.
Chelsea, what would you ask Andrea? Or Amber, rather.
Oh man, I would love to get together for dinner with everybody. Actually,
No, this is
the evening of
Fun
this.
to see everyone.
That would be my preference. And then I would have probably a million questions. Gosh. Really, honestly, Larry, I don't know if I would have questions. I would just want to say thank you to everybody. I just think back now, and this is it's been fun to think back, and we just had so much fun together, and I just want to kind of thank everybody for, we were good friends. We played well together, and we went on each other's strengths, and it was just a really fun time. So I would almost just say thank you other than asking questions.
Well, that statement right there is a big part of what makes you girls so special and so much a part of what Spud Athletics has been, is, and will be. You know what they say: once a Spud, always a Spud, and there's no getting around it. So, any other things that come to mind that maybe should be brought up on a day like this? What are you thinking?
Well, I got really choked up when Chelsea was thanking everyone, and this has been an emotional couple of weeks in the world of sports. And so it's so cliche to think about, you don't remember the wins and losses, and you do remember, when you win and the big wins and that big shot, and you do remember those big plays, but it really is about those relationships. And for Chelsea, Amber and I being in the same class, we played together since what grade?
How many years?
Oh,
What, fourth
remember doing
grade?
those cones when we were in fifth grade? Those dribbling cones?
Yes, it was fourth grade when Amber's dad started coaching our team, and that was, I owe everything to my basketball career to Amber's dad and him and that team. And it just look at all the things that it provided us, and it certainly set me up for an entire career, not just athletics in high school or college, but my entire career.
Amber, if there was one thing you would do over again, is there something?
I don't know. No, I think we had one of the best, high school basketball careers. We had great team. We had a great friendship. I mean, of course, I would have liked to play that championship game over and win it.
Yeah.
Creighton Durham Hall.
So I
was a
guess maybe
good-
we could do that over.
Creighton Durham Hall was a very, very good basketball team.
Yes.
I thought they were solid.
Kate,
I think we made wonderful memories.
Yeah. Kate Townley.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She
All
was
right.
the one that we
She
had
was
a
the
hand
player,
in her
yeah.
face. She could not miss that game.
Chelsea, is there anything you would do over?
Well, yeah, I agree with Amber. I'd play the championship game over, that's for sure. I do think that's a valid point, Amber. Nice one there. But, no, because, even the ups and the downs, they're all good and they're all, you win some, you lose some. And I think it's all good life lessons. So I think.
Eric, we got a little Bergeson joining us. Rachel, what would you do over, if anything?
Yeah, I definitely would want that championship game back. And yeah, I would play every loss again because I would put money on us that we would win it the second time around. I would put money on us.
Going back, Larry, our junior and senior year, Amber and Rachel, I'd play those section finals over again.
Oh,
There's no way we would lose those again.
like Bemidji?
Yes, I mean,
Yes.
Christy Waller and team, they had some.
Yes.
Yes, they had some good teams, and I give them all the credit. They had some good teams. They played good games, but I'd do those over as well.
I know. I feel like some of the losses are the ones you remember because they just still bother you.
Well, it's just this memory of going to the state tournament was just, this is a life highlight. And it would have been fun to experience it again and for the Moorhead community and everything like that. But
And you have no idea how much behind you the Moorhead community was that day. You made life happen for the people of Moorhead when you went in that championship game. That was something unheard of before, hasn't happened since.
really, I was talking to Amber, so this was something Coach Melchow and you guys helped me jog my memory, but do you remember we had this mantra going into the game where he would call us the chicks from the sticks? You guys remember this?
Yes.
So his whole thing was we haven't seen these Minneapolis Cities teams, and they're going to be bigger, stronger, faster, but they don't know these chicks in the sticks. So he had that. I'm going to age us right now, but he had that written big up on a chalkboard. I'm sure there's not even chalkboards around, but that was kind of our mindset going into that state tournament, just being those chicks from the sticks, and we were going to show them what we were all about. But
I think you've just created a title for this video.
Go ladies.
Well, I think for me, pregame, we've been pretty loose all day today, and took them over to Baker Square for breakfast. And I'm just going to tell them, crack some jokes with them, be honest with you. To me, the pressure was off after Tech. Once you get to the section championship, as I told them, I said, now you're in the gravy games. Whatever you get here is gravy. But just tell them, it's still a basketball game. And enjoy the experience, but play together like we've always done. And our simple philosophy is, I tell them they have to answer one question at the end of each game. Did you outwork your opponent? And if we can answer that with a yes, then whatever happens in the score happens. Well, defending state champs, they've got a 3-year starter in Megan Kane, number 43. She's a 6-foot junior, plays a 3. A lot like Tui from Grand Rapids, not as strong, a lot quicker. She's a lot like Burns from Minnetonka, also 6-foot, who can shoot threes, can drive, can do a little bit of everything. Then inside Kelly Have, number 31. She's a senior, like I said, 6'1". Strong post. She had 24 points, 13 rebounds in their state quarterfinal win against Champlain Park. And up top, they've got Whitcomb, who's number 20, and she's a 3-year starter, lefty with a 3-point shot. And then Freiberg, who's an excellent athlete, number 13, out in the wing. And then they got Austin and Gagnon, who rotate at the 4. So very solid team with a rich tradition. And I told the girls, I said, the pressure's on them to repeat. We're just kind of, we're the outsiders again, so to speak, and the kids really eat that role up. It's all the city schools and Moorhead. And when they looked in the state program and they saw 7 stars clustered in one little area and then a star way out to the west. They kind of laughed about that. So, Jefferson's, like I said, strong tradition. 3 state championships in the last 6 years. So, we've got a tough task, but I think we'll be up to it. Well, what they're doing, a lot of teams are they're sagging on either they'll try to front her and then they'll bring some backside help. So she's basically getting the sandwich effect. I call it the Oreo cookie. Okay, she's kind of the cream filling in the middle. Grand Rapids, for example, ran a 1-2-2, and they actually they had the front and back side of the zone come down, and then even the top of the zone, so they had a triangle around her. Basically, what teams are saying is, you're going to have to beat us from outside. And what we have to be able to do is continue to knock those shots down and then bring their people out. We've got a couple looks on Jefferson's defense that they run that we made some adjustments for watching video this morning that we think possibly could work to open things up for her. The big thing she's got to also do is she's reverted back to some early season problems where she wants to get the ball and dribble it and back it in, and teams are coming down and collapsing and digging on her. So we've just told her, get the ball, keep it high, turn and shoot. Until someone blocks it, get the ball, turn and shoot. To be very basic, and hopefully she'll go through with that and get that back into her head. But like I said, the other kids have stepped up to the challenge. We had 79 points the other night, and Yvette only had 8. I mean, that means we've got capable kids, but if teams are going to do that, we're going to have to continue to hit from the outside and in transition. Right. Outside of the Tech game, the first playoff game, I thought the main 3, Abraham, Grossley, and Children, all played very tight. And since that time, they've taken it to new and higher levels. And I thought it was huge the other night. Not only Amber, obviously, 9 of 12 shooting, 20 points, 6 steals, but Chelsea with her defense hitting a big 3. But the big thing was Andrea stepped up, and she had her first 2 playoff games. I thought she struggled, but she opened it up against Tonka. Was aggressive, under control. 21 points And Chuck Galsberg and I were talking. He said, when you get this far, you got to have 5 players having their A game. You can't get by with 4 or 3 anymore like you could earlier in the season. And if we can get all 5 to perform, we're going to be in good shape. If not, we're going to be in trouble. But I think the big key tonight is the tempo. Jefferson will slow it down. They're capable of that. And our guards are going to be the key to ignite the fast break.
The record now 25-0. The Section 8 champions, the Moorhead Spuds. Please say hello to Galit DeWitz, Jenny Nygaard, Cassie Kuba, Jessica Burkhart, and Thela Zimmerman, the Moorhead cheerleaders. And now introducing the cheerleaders and mascot for the Section 6 champions, a record now of 20-6, the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars. Introducing Katie Johnson, Lindsay Jones, Lindsay Buck, Lindsay Beckel, Lauren Janey, Caitlin Krieger, Beth Erickson, Arlie Heron, Sonia Spandy, and the mascot Sarah Serbaugh, the Jefferson cheerleaders and mascot. And now first introducing the non-starters for the visiting team from Moorhead. Wearing the light-colored visitors' jersey, starting with number 4, 5'7" junior guard, Kayla Anderson. Number 12, 5'7" junior guard, Carrie Watney. 5'6" junior guard, number 14, Nicole Dolance. 5'4" sophomore guard, number 20, Rachel Burgow. 5'8" junior forward, number 32, Heather Wenzel. 5'7" junior guard and forward, Katie McHowen. 5'8" senior center, number 40, Kirsten Larson. 5'8" junior forward, number 42, Melody McDaniels. 6-foot junior center, number 44, Christina Brecky. And 5'9", junior center, number 52, Carissa Ford. And now introducing the non-starters for the home team from Jefferson. Wearing the dark-colored home jerseys, starting with a 5'4" sophomore guard, number 3, Regina Munch. .58" junior guard, number 4, Diane Aylen. .58" junior guard, number 5, Rachel Munch. .57" junior guard, number 10, Tiffany Meek. .57" senior guard, number 11, Kirsten Lofgren. .56" sophomore guard, number 33, Angela Siebert. .510" junior forward, number 41, Katie Scott. .59" junior forward, number 44, Erin Bradley. .58" sophomore forward, number 50, Jenny Have. And a 5'11" sophomore forward, number 54, Gail Gagne. And now let's meet the starting lineup, starting with the guards, alternating by team and position. Starting at guard for Moorhead, 5'10" sophomore, number 10, Amber Abraham. And for Jefferson, 5'7" junior, number 13, Rachel Freeberg. At the other guard for Moorhead, 5'10" junior, number 22, Andrea Sjogren. And for Jefferson, 5'10" senior, number 21, Jamie Whitcomb. At center for Moorhead, 6'4" junior, number 54, Evita Marchoskaite. For Jefferson, 6'1" senior, number 31, Kelly Have. At forward for Moorhead, 5'10" senior, number 24, Betty Charlton. And for Jefferson, 6' junior, number 43, Megan Kane. At the other forward for Moorhead, 5'9" sophomore, number 30, Chelsea Grosley. For Jefferson, 6' freshman, number 53, Stephanie Austin. The coaches for Moorhead, the assistant coach, Melissa Zahn, the head coach, Kaylin Melchow. And for Jefferson, the assistant, Ron Cordes, the head coach, Terry Hunst.
So we'll take a look at the Jaguars as Rachel Freeberg at 5'7" and a junior gets a start at one guard, averaging 8.5 points per game. Jamie Whitcomb at 5'10" and a senior, averages 5 points a game, is their leading three-point shooter. She has 5. And Megan Kane also has 5 three-pointers on the season. Kelly Have at 6'1" and a senior, averages 13.5 points per game, is the team's leading scorer. And Megan Kane at 6' a junior, averages 12.5 points. She is the other outside threat with 5 threes. And freshman Stephanie Austin, 6' ninth grader Stephanie Austin in the post, averaging 4.5 points per game. The Spud girls today go with Amber Abraham at one guard, averages 9 a game, 5'9", and a sophomore. Andrea Sjogren at 5'10" and a junior, averages 16 and a half. She needs 3 points to reach the 1,000-point mark in her career. Betty Charlton at 5'10" and a senior, averages 9. Chelsea Grossley at 5'9" and a sophomore, averages 7. And Iveta Marchauskaite at 6'4" and a junior from Lithuania, averages 17. To start things off this afternoon, Moorhead will be in the orange uniforms with black numbers and trim, while Bloomington Jefferson in their light blue with white numbers and trim. We're underway. Tip to the backcourt. Spuds control. Long pass comes up near side. Andrea Sjogren fakes the three, then works deep into the corner. Underneath, down low. Marchauskaite for two. Iveta Marchauskaite with a quick shot over the top gets the game's first 2 points, and Moorhead leads it early. Back up court. Spuds line up one-on-one defensively. Here's Rachel Freiberg, guard working out between the circles, has picked up her dribble. Passes out on top. Chelsea Grossley tight on the ball defensively as Jamie Whitcomb works it near side. Gets loose. Down low it goes. Shot over the rim. Pulled away by Andrea Sjogren on the Spuds head up court. Amber Abraham, long pass up for Betty Charlton. Left alone just inside the lane. Dishes out near side. Grossley drops it underneath. Marchauskaite turns for 2 more. Marchauskaite has gone back to the type of game that has been so successful for her. Now steals and then travels. And so, coming out of the zone defense with the steal near midcourt, but then took an extra step as she tried to line up a pass. And we heard Callan Malchow talk about the revision, if you will, in the Marchauskaite's game is to take the quick first shot. Here's a drive up the lane and 2 off the glass and in. Megan Kane with the first 2 for the Jefferson Jaguars. Moorhead up court leading 4-2. Amber Abraham around the arc. Bouncer near side against the zone and has it kicked away out of play. Jamie Whitcomb put a leg down and knocked it out of bounds. So the Spuds from side court bring it in with a 4-2 lead. Andrea Sjogren into Amber Abraham, looking in against a 2-3 zone. Working it off near side, Sjogren lobs it down low. Charlton backs away down, goes high. Rebound miss. That Marchauskaite with the putback. Iveta now has all 6, and the Spuds lead at 6-2. A long pass up the midcourt is stolen away, and the Spuds have it back again. On the turnover, Moorhead up between the circles. Abraham bounces far side, Grossley in the middle, back out. Abraham around the perimeter, near side Sjogren. Looking in from there. Now the pass on top, and Abraham goes far to the corner for Grossley. The quick toss in is thrown away. That time it's stepping in front, and the pass never got high enough for Marchauskaite to reach up and pull it down. And Bloomington Jefferson comes up court. They go underneath with a backdoor pass that misses. Rebound misses. Rebound pulled away. Amber Abraham heads up court. Long pass. Sjogren gets around a defender. Backs away down. Kicks it back out. In the lane, it's thrown away. Spuds a little careless as they had a fast break try but lost the handle on it. Back up court. All the way down. Megan Kane gets loose and brings Jefferson within 2. Megan Kane with all 4 for Bloomington Jefferson. Iveta Marchauskaite with all 6. And now Chelsea Grossley, the 3 try misses. Rebound, Betty Charlton ties up Megan Kane. And the alternate possession gives the ball to Jefferson. Spuds to a fast start, but Jefferson hanging in there with a couple of drives. And now they go to the fast break. Spuds get back. And not in time, and the shot goes up. It's off the side. The foul was called. Spuds a little slow getting back defensively in that fast break pass. And they paid for it with the game's first foul. Amber Abraham with her first. It's a shooting foul. And Jefferson now steps to the line with a chance to tie. Stepping in is Stephanie Austin, a 6-foot freshman. Averages 4.5 points per game, is a 52% free throw shooter. The first one is up and is short to the rim. Marchauskaite on the near side. Charlton on the far side. Under the glass for the Spuds. As Austin's free throw is up and in, she makes 1 of 2. And that brings Bloomington Jefferson within 1 at 6-5, and the Spuds are at midcourt. Amber Abraham bounces near side for Chelsea Grossley. Against the 2-3 zone. Bounced off. Sjogren back out on top. Left alone. Abraham will put it up. It's on the rim. Won't go. Charlton tracks down the rebound. Scrapes it loose. Then throws it away. Here come the Jaguars. Rachel Freiberg goes all the way down. Stops short. Leans it off the glass. No, it won't go. On the floor. Push back up. Too long. Rebound. Back up. No, it won't go. Another rebound for Jefferson. A scramble for it on the floor. And it's tipped loose. Scrambled after. Put off the glass and in. Oh, my. What a play by Bloomington Jefferson. Jamie Whitcomb capitalizing. And the Jaguars have taken the lead at 7-6. A scramble on the floor that's up. Both teams have numerous chances to take it under control. Here's the pass inside for Charlton. Works it down the lane, gets a screen shot, missed. Rebound, Marcho Skyte works loose, fades it up. It's on the rim too hard. Is fouled and will go to the line. So the Spuds again getting inside against the zone. Initially, were able to get the ball quickly into Marcho Skyte, and then Bloomington Jefferson tightened up a 2-3 zone on the Spuds, and they have been slowed in their offensive attack. And now with a chance to tie or take the lead, as Marcho Skyte, a 65% free throw shooter on the season, steps to the line. The first one is short to the rim, just did get to the rim. And now for the game-tying basket try. Under the glass, Kelly Have. On the far side, Megan Kane. Marcho Skyte's free throw is good. She makes 1 of 2, and we have a timeout. With a possession change here, a break in the action with 4:45 to go. It's all tied up in the first quarter. Moorhead 7 and Bloomington Jefferson 7. After the timeout, play continues with the game tied at 7. Bloomington Jefferson comes out of the backcourt. Rachel Freeberg is caught in the double team, and then Chelsea Grossley on a reach-in picks up the foul. So Grossley with her first, team second foul, and Bloomington Jefferson will inbound from side court. Jamie Whitcomb with a long pass in for Megan Kane. She'll set it up between the circles. She is the key to whatever Bloomington Jefferson has. And here's a pass that's intercepted by Marcho Skyte. She will go all the way down, lays it up, and scores. His foul will go to the line. Iveta Marcho Skyte has all 9 points, stole the ball at three-quarter court and dribbled the full length down. She got the basket good, was fouled, steps to the line, and has a chance at a three-point play. The foul is on Megan Kane, and that's her second. Marcho Skyte at the line, free throw on the rim, hangs and drops away. Scramble for the rebound, pulled in. Bloomington Jefferson heads up court. A chance to tie or take the lead on this possession, trailing by 2. Long pass right side. Stuttered the dribble, the pass in the lane, now a bump foul on the backside. And Chelsea Grossley getting caught with a hip check down low, picks up the foul, and that's her second. So the Spuds, with the foul on Grossley, give the ball to the Jaguars at the baseline. And that brings Rachel Burgow into the lineup, and she'll replace Grossley. 9-7, Moorhead with the lead. The pass, way in. Against the Spud zone. Stepping in on the angle. Shot won't go. Rebound, push back up and in. Kelly Have with her first 2 ties the game at 9. Spuds back up court. Amber Abraham near side for Sjogren. On top, around the zone. Far side for Burgow. Back out on top, driving, then kicking it off near side for Sjogren, and she worked loose with a traveling violation. Went to a little head fake to try and get loose of the defender, and the Spuds have their 5th turnover. 11-9. Bloomington Jefferson with the lead. Around the near side, Rachel Munch. Out between the circles to Jamie Whitcomb. Works it around the perimeter, far side. From the corner, the look in by Rachel Freeberg. In the lane, shot on the rim, dances around and drops down, and Kelly Have has her first 2. And now it's 13-9, and the Jaguars have come up with 6 unanswered points. Here's another steal by the Spuds. It's 2-on-2, or against the Spuds, rather. The steal, the shot missed. Rebound, Amber Abraham. She spots Marcho Skyte on the floor for the layup. And it's 13-11. Fast break off the rebound. Amber Abraham with the assist to Marcho Skyte. 13-11. Jefferson the lead into the front court. Alone on the near side, Jamie Whitcomb has 2 more. After just a bit of a slow start, Jefferson has come up and they've been shooting well. Here's a pass knocked away, and the Spuds have not been able to run their offense against the zone, and they have had a lot of turnovers and now have picked up their 7th. The official on the far side now comes in, and they give the ball to the Jaguars. From the side court, Jamie Whitcomb will handle it in. Jaguars have a 2-point lead. Rachel Munch steps across midcourt. Spuds are waiting in a 2-3 zone. To the arc, Munch lobs it near side. It's a high pass pulled in by Whitcomb. Steps back and shoots quickly. Misses. Rebound, Andrea Sjogren leads the 3-on-2 break. Sjogren quickly into the corner with the dribble and back count. Charlton gives it off for Amber Abraham. Steps to the arc. Passes far side. Sjogren left alone. Their 3 try is short. Rebound pulled in by Amber Abraham. Works it loose and comes outside the arc. Abraham keeps the dribble alive. To the baseline, getting loose. Sjogren leans it up. She's fouled. Missed the shot, but will get 2. And Andrea Sjogren has a chance to tie the game. That brings Christina Bracke into the lineup. Stephanie Austin picks up her first. At the line, Andrea Sjogren has not scored today. 71% free throw shooter. Right-hander puts the free throw up and good. Back at the line, Andrea Sjogren. With a chance to tie, the free throw is up, it's good. Sjogren makes both, and we have a timeout with 2 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first quarter from Williams Arena. Again, it's all tied. Bloomington Jefferson 13, Moorhead 13. Bloomington Jefferson and the Moorhead Spuds in a State 4A semifinal matchup. Spuds got out to a quick start, 6-2. Then Jefferson came back to take the lead, eventually working it to a 4-point advantage at 13-9. The Spuds have come back to tie on a field goal by Marcho Skaite and Sjogren with a couple of free throws. Marcho Skaite with 11 of the 13 from Moorhead. Whitcomb, Have, and Kane each with 4 for Bloomington Jefferson. After the timeout, the play on the near side, the pass delivered and nearly thrown away. It's deflected out of bounds by Amber Abraham. The pass intended to the baseline for Gail Gagne, and it was knocked out of bounds by Abraham. So the Jefferson Jaguars from the baseline open up with a quick shot up on the rim. It rolls off the side. Rebound pulled loose. Fade back shot blocked. Pulled back in by Kelly Have. Takes it down low and it's taken away. Spuds head up court. It's 4-on-3. Long pass. Rachel Burgow dishes it back out on top. Abraham back to Burgow on the arc. Long pass on top. Sjogren shakes loose. Works it baseline. Bracke back out on top, and the look in by Abraham. She'll take it down the lane, kick it out for Burgow. She's a three-point shooter, but not this time. Sjogren will take it down the lane, gets loose, works the shot off the glass. It's no good. Again off balance. Sjogren muscled that one up. Perhaps an ill-advised shot. It was certainly a low percentage shot, and Jefferson comes up with the loose ball. Game still tied at 13 with a minute and a half to go, first quarter. Jaguars come in, a long pass far side. We've got a reach-in bump foul to Amber Abraham, and that's her second. Amber Abraham with 2, Chelsea Grossley with 2 for the Spuds. And the 4th team foul against Moorhead. Jamie Whitcomb will bring it in from side court, right in front of the Spud bench. Whitcomb on the look in. Now tosses in for Rachel Munch. The pass back out, getting loose down the lane, hooked the pass underneath, getting loose, the shot blocked by Marcho Skaite. 2 blocked shots from Marcho Skaite here in the first quarter. And the Spuds are back up. Kerry Watney goes far side for Burgow. To the baseline, Bracke down the lane. Marcho Skaite turns the lane, puts it on the rim short. It's kicked back out and pulled loose by Rachel Munch. And so after a quick start, the Spuds unable to get the ball successfully inside to Iveta Marcho Skaite. And the game is tied at 13. Rachel Munch with a pass out on top. Spuds have gone back to one-on-one defense. Bouncer near side for Regina Munch. Near side for Rachel Munch. Works it down the lane. Gets loose. Nearly had the ball tipped away. Finds it outside for Regina Munch. She'll bring it back out to the top of the lane and then drive. Ball knocked away loose, and it's picked up by Jamie Whitcomb. She always seems to find the loose ball. Shot missed. Rebound Gagne. And the foul underneath. Gail Gagne. You may know the name. Her grandfather was Vern Gagne, who was a professional wrestler and made professional wrestling a lot of what it is today. If he would like to take credit for that. Gail Gagne at 5'11" and a sophomore in the lineup is at the line shooting 2. Moorhead foul was on Christina Bracke, and the free throw by Gagne is good. And Bloomington Jefferson regains the lead at 14-13. Rachel Freeberg re-enters for Jefferson. For the Spuds, Bracke is underneath along with Betty Charlton. We're nearing the end of the first quarter of this state semifinal matchup, and the free throw is on the rim and good. Gail Gagne makes both, and Jefferson now leads it by 2 at 15-13. 27 seconds and clock running, first quarter. Sjogren up between the circles, looking in against a 2-3 zone. The return pass. Sjogren works loose from the angle, kicks it back out. 15 seconds to go. Sjogren with the dribble. She'll step outside and wait for the clock to run inside of 10. It's there. Now with 7. Sjogren, she wants to take the shot. Steps inside the lane, gets loose, puts the shot up at just before the horn. Shot won't go. Rebound leaned up. No, it won't go. It's blocked to the floor, and the first quarter horn sounds. After one from Williams Arena, it's Bloomington Jefferson 15, Moorhead 13. The Jaguars have 4 from Jamie Whitcomb, Kelly Have, and Megan Kane. 2 from Gail Gagne, and a free throw by Stephanie Austin. The Jaguars were 3 for 4 from the line, did not try a three-point field goal. The Spuds have 2 free throw conversions from Andrea Sjogren. She now has 999 career points, and 11 from Marcho Skaite in the first quarter on 5 field goals and 1 out of 3 free throws. There's the pass inside. Charlton saves it from going out of bounds, then throws it away. She got tied up at the baseline and tried to save it by deflecting it back in, and did well just to keep it back on the floor, and then it rolled out, got away from Grossley. So the Jaguars come into the front court with a 2-point lead. Pass comes in, deflected down low. Gagne is open for 2. Gail Gagne now with 4. And the Jaguars lead it by 4 at 17-13. Pass around the perimeter. Grossley drops it to the corner. Charlton gets loose, puts up the shot. It's blocked. Saved from going out of bounds by Gagne, and they throw it in for Rachel Freeberg. She'll head up court. Steps to the arc. Freeberg works down the lane. Puts the shot up on the iron. Won't go. Rebound pulled in by Charlton. Gives it away for Marcho Skaite. Works it to the near side, then swings the pass off. Here's Amber Abraham. Bouncing far side for Grossley. Tied up, but gets away. Draws the double team. Gives it back to Charlton. Deep in the corner. And onto the arc. Back in the middle. Charlton near side. Sjogren lines it up. And goes dancing on the moon. Andrea Sjogren with a 3-point field goal. Now has surpassed the 1,000-point mark in her career and brings the Spuds within 1 at 17-16. A long pass inside is thrown away. Steal by Marcho Skaite. Up-court pass. Grossley to the corner. Charlton is open. And the shot missed. Rebound. Marcho Skaite lost it out of bounds. Marcho Skaite went up for it, didn't have control at the top, and brought it down and knocked it off her own knee. And so the ball will be brought in play now by Bloomington Jefferson, holding on to a 1-point lead at 17-16. For certain, a chess match in the making here so far, as the two teams try to match up against strength or strength against weakness. The pass inside here, and the turnaround off the lane, rattles on the glass and drops in. Kelly Have now has 6, and she's a strong move in the lane. Bloomington Jefferson back to a 3-point lead. Here's Andrea Sjogren getting loose. Got caught up in traffic and lost the ball. And now it's knocked away out of bounds, and Bloomington Jefferson unable to take advantage of the Spud turnover. And Moorhead will try to take advantage momentarily as they trail now by 3, but have the ball at side court. Amber Abraham looks in against a 2-3 zone. Gives the pass off near side for Chelsea Grossley. Bounced it to Charlton. They match up on her. She's tied up. Bounces into the high post. Sjogren goes far side. Amber Abraham is there. The shot misses. Nearly caught in the cradle. Rebound deep. Here come the Jaguars. A fast break pass up is taken back. And the Spuds have it on the return. Chelsea Grossley bounces it near side. Amber Abraham works it out on top. The return near side. Abraham bounces it inside, and that'll put Marcho Skaite at the line. She draws the double team, and she's taking a lot of bumps and a lot of hits. And that time, she knocked Kelly Have to the floor as they tried to scramble in on her, and the foul is called. Kelly Have with the personal foul. And we have a timeout taken. 5 minutes and 34 seconds remain in the first half. It's Bloomington Jefferson 19, Moorhead 16. After the foul to Kelly Have, the Spuds will put it in play. Pass comes in from Marcho Skaite. Backs her way down the lane, gets loose, puts the shot up, offensive foul. So they exchange fouls. Have picking up the first foul, Marcho Skaite on the player possession foul, gives the ball back to Jefferson. And the Jaguars will come up court leading by 3. The winner of this game will take on Creighton-Durham Hall for the state championship tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. The loser of this game will take on Moundsview at 6 o'clock. Here's a long pass up, and it's deflected. It got through the hands of Marcho Skaite. She was waiting, had the ball in her hands, but it got through and slipped out of play. So from side court, Jenny Whitcomb inbounds for Rachel Freeberg. Steps to the arc, tosses near side. Whitcomb is left alone to shoot. It won't go. Rebound is pulled in by Betty Charlton, and here come the Spuds to midcourt. Charlton on the dribble. Near side, Sjogren is left alone, and the three-try misses. Rebound tipped into the paint, into the air. Scrambled after. Loose ball on the floor. Marcho Skyday keeps it alive with a dribble down the lane. Works her way in with another offensive foul. Megan Kane stood in the way as Marcho Skyday tried to dribble around her and ran over her for her second. And it's still 19-16 Jefferson. Ball will be put in play when we return. There's a timeout at Williams Arena with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Jaguars 19, Spuds 16. From Williams Arena, state semifinal matchup between Moorhead and Bloomington Jefferson. After the foul to Marcho Skyday, Christina Brackey has checked into the Spud lineup, and Bloomington Jefferson will have it out of bounds out of the backcourt. That was the sixth team foul, or seventh team foul, but it was a player possession foul and no free throws. Here's the pass into the high post, working loose, down the lane, shot up and down. Rachel Freeberg working loose, and it's now 21-16, and the Jaguars have their biggest lead. Bouncer near side, Sjogren to the baseline. Charlton quickly double teamed off the zone, gets loose with a dribble and then traveled with it. A great defensive effort by Bloomington Jefferson. Anytime the Spuds get the ball anywhere near close, they're quickly double teamed off the zone, and it has been very tough indeed. Here's the pass out, nearly knocked loose, but getting away. Near side, working off the angle. Megan Kane goes cross court. It's pulled up. Shot goes onto the rim. Rebound tipped to the near side. Scrambled after, out of bounds. It'll go to Moorhead. Tipped away by Megan Kane. Jaguars go and set up their defense. It's been a very stingy and tenacious 2-3 zone. At midcourt, Amber Abraham steps to the arc. Picks up her dribble. Works it off far side. Chelsea Grossley in the middle. Brackey goes down the lane, puts it up. It won't go. Spuds have gone cold here and somewhat befuddled in their offense as to how to crack through against this 2-3 zone. And the Jaguars, already with a 5-point lead, come up and throw it out to the near side and out of bounds. We're halfway through the second quarter. Christina Brackey inbounds it. Amber Abraham will bring it across midcourt. Again, the Jaguars settling back in. Here's the pass near side. Sjogren skips it over the top. Grossley back out on top. Penetration back to Grossley. Sets outside and goes dancing on the moon. Chelsea Grossley with a zone buster. Her first points. And it's 21-19. The Spuds' only points in the second half have come outside the arc. A three-pointer by Sjogren and a three-pointer by Grossley. Here's the pass inside. Knocked loose and out of bounds. Pushing away against the Spuds, and Jefferson will have the ball at the baseline. Heather Wenzel picking up the foul for Moorhead. 3.5 minutes to go, and I think that should put Jefferson at the line with a bonus situation. They were setting up to put the ball in bounds. And now Kelly Habb will shoot one. If she makes it, we'll get a second. It's a 1-on-1 situation for Kelly Habb, a 66% shooter. She has shot more free throws than any other Jefferson player. This one is off the iron, no good, and Heather Wenzel is there for the rebound. Spuds are back up court, trailing by 2. On the arc, bounce it off far side. Chelsea Grossley's hairpiece has come loose, and it's flowing all around her now instead of being tied up neatly behind. She sets up. Fakes the three, now works loose, cuts down the lane, puts a shot up, it's blocked, deflected out of breakaway. Here's Jamie Whitcomb, all the way down. She gets loose and has the layup. A blocked shot results in a layup for Jamie Whitcomb. And Jefferson is back to a 4-point lead. Here's a three-try that misses. Amber Abraham out on the arc, just coming up short. And the loose ball picked up off the zone. Bounced right side, and stepping in, Amber Abraham has the steal. She'll bring it up court. Goes all the way down, works loose, was blocked on the way in. She stuttered just a bit as she got the shot away, and so didn't quite have the trajectory on it that she wanted, but she drew the foul from Bloomington Jefferson. And Amber Abraham will step to the free throw line. Jefferson foul, I think, on Megan Kane, and that's her third. Megan Kane with her third foul. Free throw try. Amber Abraham misses on the first try. She'll get a second. A 73% shooter on the season. Amber Abraham settles in, and this one is short. Missing twice. Rebound away. And it remains a 4-point game at 23-19. Across midcourt, the drive by Rachel Munch. Kicks it off on the right side. Freeburg works loose. Underhand scoop up is short, but the rebound loose on the rim, and it dances down. Jamie Whitcomb has come up with some big plays underneath. And quickly, Jefferson is back to a 6-point lead at 25-19. Nearly lost in the corner. Chelsea Grossley picks it up, working loose, then throws it off the ankle in desperation of Rachel Munch. She was tied up with no place to go, and alertly threw it off the legs of Rachel Freeburg. And with the break, we have a Moorhead timeout. That stops play with 2:15 to go in the first half. It's Jefferson 25, Moorhead 20. Moorhead on the inbound, throws it back out. Amber Abraham near midcourt will set the play. They've gone more of an umbrella type zone now. Amber Abraham's long pass near side for Sjogren. Tosses it in. It's deflected down to the floor, and the Spuds turn it over. That's 11 turnovers on the half. Up court it comes to Freeburg. Quick toss near side. Munch is open, drives down, lays it up and in. And Bloomington Jefferson now leads at 27-19. It's their biggest lead, or 27-20. A moment ago, Amber Abraham made one of 2 free throws, and the Spuds turn it over once again. It's 27-20. Minute 36 to go. Lob pass, right side. Rachel Freeburg works it cross court. Munch is left alone, goes in. It's deflected loose on the floor, scrambled after. Brackey picks it up. Lead pass for Amber Abraham. Near side, Sjogren steps up, 10-footer on the rim and off. Rebound, backside, Grossley throws it back out. Amber Abraham steps up and puts it up short to the floor, tracked down by Sjogren. And now with 1:11 to go, the Spuds reset their offense. Long pass far side. Sjogren deep into the corner. Bounced back out. Lobbed into Christina Brockie. The backdoor pass. Charlton put the shot up and it's deflected away. Loose ball scrambled after. Here comes Rachel Freeburg to midcourt with 52 seconds to go. Bloomington Jefferson is contesting every shot the Spuds get in close. Long pass to the near side for Munch. She'll step back and shoot it to the rim. Rebound pulled in by Betty Charlton. They give off to Amber Abraham, who heads up court. Long pass. Sjogren works it down the lane, gets loose, and her shot is deflected out. Tipped back onto the floor. Plain Jefferson picks it up. Steps up the midcourt. Still a lot of time. 29 seconds to go. They don't have to hurry, but they do anyway, and the shot misses. Rebound off the shot off the rebound, rather miss. A second try is up and in. Kelly Have now has 8. The Jaguars have gone on an 8-1 run and lead the Spuds by 9. And here's the foul called far side as Rachel Freeburg on the reach-in picks up her first. Just the 6th team foul, however. And the ball will be put in play from side court by Moorhead. Chelsea Grossley will trigger it in. Amber Abraham, Andrea Sjogren, Christina Bracke. Betty Charlton round out the Spud lineup. Out between the circles. Looking down against the zone. Amber Abraham kicks it out to the far side, and she telegraphed the whole play, and it's picked off. Working up now. The shot goes before the buzzer. It's off the rim. It's no good, and the teams head to the locker room. Momentum favors the blue and white. In the locker room at the half, it's Bloomington Jefferson 29, Moorhead 20.
Coach, let me ask you, down by 9 at the half, give me your thoughts on half number 1.
Well, I thought we played a little tight. We're not moving the ball very quickly. Jefferson's playing a great zone. They got a lot of quick hands, getting a lot of good tips, and down in the our defensive end, we're giving up way too many offensive rebounds. Have is hurting us. Kane, they're doing a nice job of penetrating too. So hopefully we can relax it a little bit and play a better second half.
Could there be any nerves considering this is the first trip to the state tournament?
Yeah, I think so. They were really anticipating it beforehand. We told them we're coming over at 12:30, and they were at our meeting place at 12:20, pounding on the door, saying, let's get over here. So, I'm going to go down and crack a few jokes with them, I think, and just relax them. And it hurt getting Yvette with 2 quick ones. Excellent calls, though. She just dribbled right into them, and we're trying to get her to knock that out of her. Hopefully this will for the second half.
Coach, good luck in the second.
All right, thanks, Andy.
All right, the Moorhead Spuds down by 9.
Spuds and Jaguars getting ready to come back onto the floor. Jaguars are a half a basketball game away from a consecutive title. After they won it last year, they've jumped out to a 29-20 lead on Moorhead here through the first half of play. Terry Hunst across the way taking a look at the clock and amusing, I suppose, on things that they talked about at the half and as they get ready to put the ball in play from side court. Meanwhile, Callan Malchow along the side court still working strategy with his coaching staff. The Spuds are on the floor and we're underway. Rachel Freeberg steps into the front court for Bloomington Jefferson, guarded closely by Amber Abraham. Spuds go one-on-one defensively. They try the backdoor shot, is blocked away by Marcho Skaite out of bounds. Iveta Marcho Skaite played a big role for the Spuds throughout most of the first quarter and early into the second quarter, then picked up a second foul and didn't play the last 7 minutes of the half. Bloomington Jefferson inbounding around the arc near side for Rachel Freeberg as the Spuds drop into a 2-3 zone after starting things out one-on-one. Now they work it around the perimeter. To the far side, Freeberg returns it. The look inside. The pass to the high post swung off to the far side. Down low, Kane gets loose. Shot blocked, missed. Rebound pulled in by Marcho Skaite. She swings it up floor and getting back in time and waiting for it. The interception is made by Rachel Freeberg. Something other teams have not been very successful doing. And now up court, they turn it over. So both teams have turnovers to start the half. Bouncer near side Charlton, fakes left, goes right down the lane. Again has a deflection of the shot. Just cannot get a shot away against Bloomington Jefferson. They are contesting everything. Out between the circles, Rachel Freeberg sets the play for Bloomington Jefferson. Near side pass, Megan Kane. Low or high two-hand pass deflected down by Andrea Sjogren. She's got the steal. She goes down. She's got the layup. Good! She's fouled, and Sjogren will go to the line. Andrea Sjogren created a steal on top. She got the basket good and has a chance at a three-point play. Bloomington Jefferson foul. Sjogren goes to the line. And it's good. Sjogren now with 8 on the day. And the Spuds pull within 6 at 29-23. The foul on Jamie Whitcomb was her first. Out of the backcourt, Whitcomb brings it across midcourt. Guarded closely by Sjogren. Back out on top for Megan Kane. Swings it around near side, working to down loose. The shot is blocked out of bounds and will stay with Jefferson. Iveta Marcho Skaite had a shot block and it was deflected out. She has a moment of argument with the official, but wasn't looking. 6:40 remaining. Jefferson inbounding. Running short on time. Now the lob pass comes in deep for Kelly Have. Around the perimeter, left alone to shoot and travel. Out on top, Megan Kane. Gives the ball back to the Spuds, and now trail it by 6 at 29-23. To the near side against the zone. Sjogren goes cross court. Chelsea Grossley steps up to the arc and goes dancing on the moon. Chelsea Grossley with a three-pointer. And the Spuds cut the deficit in half. Pick up a steal. Come up court. Chelsea Grossley gives it out for Amber Abraham. And now the steal taken right back again. Great quick hands by Jamie Whitcomb. Goes down, lays it up and in with a pass off to Rachel Freeberg. Freeberg gets the basket after the steal and assist to Whitcomb. And it's 31-26. Up court. Standing alone at the high post. Delivers near side for Grossley. Around the perimeter. Grossley is tied up. Bounces it away now for Amber Abraham. The return inside. Down low. Marcho Skaite leans it up on the rim. Gets her own rebound back up. And again it won't go. Again she'll try. And again it won't go. Again she will try. And again it won't go. She'll try it again. And it's tipped out to midcourt where it's picked up by Freeberg. 3 and then 4 times. Marcho Skaite had a shot in close and each time got her own rebound. Finally it rolled loose and the Jaguars come up court. Out of the corner, driving into the lane, working loose. There's the backdoor pass. Shot goes up short to the rim. Marcho Skaite with another rebound. Long football pass up. Grossley will take it down. Stops short, and she lost the ball. Grossley tried to run around a defender and just wouldn't give way. And the steal of the dribble. Back up, Megan Kane drops it off to the near side, and Charlton has the rebound. And it's slapped out of bounds. It's tied up. It'll stay now with Jefferson. The official at the baseline. Betty Charlton tipped it loose, and she fell to the floor out of bounds with a Bloomington Jefferson player. But the officials give the ball to Jefferson, saying Charlton was the one who was responsible for taking the ball out of play, and we have a break. A timeout with 4:58 to go in the third quarter. It's Bloomington Jefferson 31, Moorhead 26. Bloomington Jefferson will have it inbounds at the baseline. It'll be thrown in by Jamie Whitcomb. The slap of the ball, Spuds covering up off the zone, running short on time. Now the pass is thrown in and loose to Megan Kane. She'll throw it out on top, working loose, the shot up and down. Rachel Freeberg working off a screen, and she's been hot. It's now back to a 7-point game at 33-26. Amber Abraham out on top against the teeth of the zone. Pass in. Marcho Skaite with a dribble. Back out. Abraham near side. Thrown in and away. They traveled with it. It'll come back to Moorhead. Reaching in, Megan Kane had control after the turnover, but then traveled. And so the Spuds have it. Driving down, Andrea Sjogren. Shot is short to the rim. Loose ball on the floor. Grossly puts it up, or Sjogren rather puts it up, and she's fouled. She'll get two. Andrea Sjogren steps to the line for two with the Bloomington Jefferson foul, and Stephanie Austin her second. Sjogren today with 8 points. 3 for 3 from the line. A 3-point field goal and a layup. Sjogren had 21 to lead the Spuds scoring against Minnetonka in the quarterfinal game. Now has 9. Rachel Munch is back into the Jaguar lineup. Under the glass, Kelly Have on the near side. Stephanie Austin on the far side. Andrea Sjogren back at the line for the Spuds. The free throw is up. It's good. It rattled but dropped, and she's in double figures. And it's 33-28. Full court pressure in the backcourt. They break it with a pass to Rachel Freeberg. Swings it to the baseline. Working loose. Shot is short. Rebound to the floor and out of bounds, and go to Moorhead. It got away from Kelly Have. Not long ago, the Spuds had made a three-pointer and got the ball back and had a possession in which they could have tied. But off that, Bloomington Jefferson got the next 2 baskets and took it back to a 7-point game. Now the Spuds trail by 5. Amber Abraham steps in the lane, puts it on the rim, it dances, and it drops in. Amber Abraham gets her first field goal by splitting the defense, and it's 33-30. Long pass up the midcourt. Freeberg all the way down low. Shot short. Rebound tipped onto the floor. Scrambled after. Picked up on the far side by Bloomington Jefferson. Freeberg drives back into the lane. Deflected. Sjogren tips it off to the side. Into the backcourt, and it's picked up by Jamie Whitcomb. Great athletic reflexes by both teams as they try to take control of this game. Pass inside. Turning left. Turning right. Shot missed. Rebound off to the side. To the floor. And again a scramble for the loose ball. Finally, it'll call tied up. Rachel Munch and Andrea Sjogren rolling with the basketball along the far side. Christina Bracke checks in now to replace Marcho Skaite with 3:24 to go in the third. And once again, the Spuds find themselves in position to tie. Trailing 33-30, looking at a 3-2 zone. Near side pass, Charlton on top. Grossly around the perimeter from deep inside Bracke to the corner. Sjogren and then back out into the high post. Charlton back into the corner. This time Sjogren will take it. She puts it on the rim. It rolls off the side. Rebound scrambled after and picked up by Kelly Have. She's tied up immediately but gets loose and passes off to Rachel Freeberg. So the Spuds go to the outside game and give the ball up on the missed shot. Back up court, working down the lane, shot off the glass too hard. Rebound, pushed back up and in. Stephanie Austin, 6'9" 9th grader, has her first field goal. 35-30. Again, the Spuds are slowed down by the zone. Amber Abraham near side for Betty Charlton. Into the high post, then swinging down low. Christina Bracke's shot misses, but Amber Abraham picks up the loose ball. Takes it into the corner, gives it off for Sjogren, drives in from the angle, puts it up on the rim. Shot backside, rebound, Kelly Have. And then taken away by Amber Abraham. On the steal to Sjogren. She'll drive, kick it off. Abraham from the angle, drops it underneath. Charlton trying to back her way in, missed on the shot. Scramble on the floor, and it's picked up by Jamie Whitcomb. 35-30, 2:03 to go. To the side court, Rachel Freeberg dishes off underneath. There's the backdoor pass, and Kelly Have has double figures on the afternoon and it's 37-30. Back up court, the Spuds find Betty Charlton for her first two, and they answer quickly. 37-32. Spuds are trying to create a tempo here, a tempo to their liking as Freeburg comes in 2-on-1, lanes it short to the rim. Rebound, Betty Charlton, heads up court, it's 3-on-2. Charlton bounces right side. Sjogren works it loose, spins down, puts it on the rim, short will go to the line. 360 spin by Sjogren to get loose in the corner. And she'll end up at the line as she drew the foul. Rachel Munch with her first. Sjogren with 10 points on the day, including 5 out of 5 free throws converted. On this season has shot more free throws than any other Spud. Free throw, it rattles out. It was halfway down and kicked out. 3 new players for Bloomington Jefferson. 1 new player for Moorhead. Marcho Skyde will come in and team up with Brackey, Grossly, Abraham, and at the line, Andrea Sjogren. 1.5 minutes to go. Third quarter action. Spuds trying to cut into a 5-point deficit. Free throw is good by Sjogren. That gives her 11 on the day, and it's 37-33. And now a timeout is taken, and we have a break. 1 minute, 30 seconds to go. Third quarter. It's Bloomington Jefferson 37, Spuds 33. As we get play back underway, 37-33. Moorhead trails by 4. Bloomington Jefferson breaks the press with a pass coming up. Stopping short, shot short, rebound tipped to the near side and picked up. Grossly has it back. They'll head to midcourt. Working to the top of the lane. Grossly goes right side for Burgow. Bouncing back to Grossly, near side. Abraham is open. She shoots to the rim. Rebound, Marcho Skyde. A dribble, a shot on the rim and in! Marcho Skyde with her first point since the first quarter. Now has 13, and it pulls the Spuds within 2 at 37-35. Spuds back in his zone defensively. Bloomington Jefferson, Megan Kane returns to Regina Munch. It may be they'll work it down. 44 seconds to go. A lob pass out on high, deflected and picked up. Marcho Skyte will go down. She gets loose, leans it in and scores! Ivana Marcho Skyte with a steal goes all the way to tie the game at 37. Spuds have 7 unanswered points. 25 seconds to go. All the way down the lane. Shot up and down it goes. And Bloomington Jefferson regains the lead. Ball deflected out by Jefferson right in front of the Jaguar bench. Out of the backcourt, Spuds trail at 39-37. Off between the circles, they'll work it down for the final shot of the quarter. Right side, Chelsea Grossly. With the dribble and back out now 5. Amber Abraham drives, works loose, puts the shot up and drops it in at the buzzer. Amber Abraham with a drive up the lane. Ties the game at the end of the third quarter of play. We'll head to the fourth quarter. It's Bloomington Jefferson 39, Moorhead 39. What a third quarter for the Moorhead Spuds after trailing by 9. They got off to a fast start with a field goal and a free throw on a 3-point play. Then coming back up to make a 3-point field goal to pull within 3. Had the ball back with a chance to tie, only gave it up, and then Bloomington Jefferson came up with consecutive. The Jaguars will have it in play from side court. Jamie Whitcomb will trigger it in. He'll break off a screen and try to work at someone loose. It comes into Megan Kane. Tied up momentarily. Now has picked up her dribble. Gives the pass away. Drops it down the lane. A swinging hook up. Shot short. Rebound. Tipped out on the floor. Picked up. Scrambled after. On the rim and in. Oh, what a play by Megan Kane. Picked up the loose ball and simply muscled it off the glass. And it's 41-39. Back up court. 3-point field goal, and the Spuds go dancing on the moon and take the lead at 42-41. Grossly with a 3-pointer. Back up court. Shot misses on the rim. Rebound put back in. Kelly Have now with 12. Up court, Grossly. to Amber Abraham. The return. Grossly lobs it inside. Charlton swings it underneath. And the foul is called. Chelsea Grossly with 3 3-pointers. The swing pass underneath, intended for Marcho Skyte. And as she tried to work loose for a shot, was hung on to. And the Spuds have it inbound. Here's the pass for Marcho Skyte. Double team. Works it out on top. Picked up by Amber Abraham. She's quickly double teamed. Throws it off. Sjogren kicks it off to the corner. Grossly is quickly covered. On top now for Sjogren. Swings it back. Left alone. Amber Abraham for 3! Amber Abraham has 8 points, and the Spuds regain the lead at 45-43. And now the game is tied. Bloomington Jefferson wasting no time, coming back and getting into their offense to tie the game at 45. Here come the Spuds, looking at a 2-3 zone. What a finish after what looked like a clear Bloomington Jefferson decision in this one at half. Here's Charlton on top. Abraham works it around to the corner. Underneath it goes Marcho Skyte, high off the glass and in. 17 for Marcho Skyte. Spuds regain the lead at 47-45. Ball is deflected. A steal created. Charlton has it back. Here come the Spuds, now with the lead on the ball. Grossly tied up on top. Bounces it away for Betty Charlton, and the Spuds will take a timeout. It's a short timeout. 6 minutes to go. Betty Charlton, Chelsea Grossly. Ball will be declared ready. Jefferson is rolling back onto the floor, and the Spuds get onto the floor first. Roll it off to the far side. Charlton saves it from going out of bounds. No, she did not. Spuds in their hurry may have been a little bit too anxious, trying to catch Bloomington Jefferson off guard. And now a timeout is taken once again, this timeout from Williams Arena. 5:55 to go in the fourth quarter. It's Moorhead 47, Bloomington Jefferson 45. 47-45, Moorhead by 2. A lot of ball left here in the fourth quarter with 5:55 remaining. Out of the backcourt. Spuds set up the trap, the pass in, delivered out on high, moving down, Kelly Habb. Swings it back out, Jamie Whitcomb. Then the line drive from the lane, shot deflected, rebound to the far corner. Rachel Freeberg keeps it alive and tips it out to Jamie Whitcomb. She double dribbled with it. Bloomington Jefferson turns it over. And the Spuds will have another opportunity to improve the lead. By 2 with the ball in the front court. Sjogren near side, Grossly. Now they've spread it out. Spuds can be a little bit more patient, a little bit more confident in their attack. Sjogren, Abraham, back to the corner. Sjogren makes her drive, gets loose, bounces underneath to Marcho Skyte. She works between 2 defenders and got the shot up. It missed, but she draws the foul and will go to the line. Gail Gagne, her first, or second personal foul rather. Marcho Skyte will shoot 2. Game high 17. Settling in, Marcho Skyte's free throw was hard off the back iron. It is no good. Somewhat of a streaky free throw shooter on the season. The percentage is decent at 65%, but there have been games when they just don't go down, and today is one of those. She is 1 for 4. Back at the line with her second free throw. Marcho Skyte's free throw is up and in. Makes 1 of 2. And the Spuds take a 3-point lead at 48-45. Long pass, near side. Megan Kane into the front court. Takes the return. Nearly deflected down, but picked up, and Kane keeps it. Near side pass, Rachel Munch. Spuds go 1-on-1. Here's a give-and-go pass down the lane. Backdoor pass, wide open. They work that play to perfection, and Megan Kane now is in double figures with 10. 48-47. Spuds with a 1-point lead. Have the ball stripped away. Reaching in, Rachel Munch takes the dribble away. And now 4:40 to go and a chance to regain the lead. Rachel Munch swings it off far side. Rachel Freeberg into the high post, all the way to the baseline. Kane drives, tied up, gets the ball away. Freeberg sets up outside the arc. She'll take a dribble into the lane, give it away. There's that back door again, wide open for 2 more. Megan Kane now has 12, and Bloomington Jefferson regains the lead, and the Spuds will take a timeout. They're talking about their defensive assignments in this break. 4:18 remaining. It's Jefferson 49, Moorhead 48. 4:18 remaining. Moorhead inbounding from side court, down by 1. Chelsea Grossley will inbound Amber Abraham. Out at midcourt waiting, Betty Charlton, Andrea Sjogren, and Iveta Marchoskaite. Marchoskaite, who played about 8 minutes in the first half, has played almost every minute here in the second half, as the Spuds are putting everything on the line. The pass comes in for Amber Abraham. Let's see how things line up. They match up off the zone. Pass on the right side. Chelsea Grossley with the dribble. Tight defense. Here's the pass. Betty Charlton swinging loose. The bouncer back out for Chelsea Grossley. Tight defense by Jefferson. Near side. Amber Abraham gets the screen. Works loose. Gives it out. Marchoskaite in the dribble in the lane. Head fake. Puts the shot up, and she'll go back to the line. Marchoskaite. And again, this Jefferson defense is creating all kinds of problems, and it forced the Spuds to do things they didn't want to. But they will try to take advantage at the free throw line. Rachel Munch with her second personal. At the line, Marchoskaite. 2 for 5 today. And the free throw was good. Game high, 19. Ties the game at 49. And now a free throw for the lead. The free throw is on the rim, short. Rebound, Andrea Sjogren leans it back high off the glass. Won't go. Push foul backside, Marchoskaite. The rebound deep to Sjogren. She got loose, and against taller defenders, tried to arch the shot. She got it high off the glass. It came back down short. Marchoskaite tried to tip it away and went over the back for the foul, her third. Jefferson to midcourt. Game tied at 49. There's the pass underneath, getting loose. Shot is too hard. Rebound to the floor. Wrestled away loose by Marchoskaite. She'll hand it off to Amber Abraham. And with 3:36 to go, the game is tied. Pass into the right corner. Grossley picks up her dribble. Gives it away for Sjogren. She's quickly double teamed. Around the perimeter. Near side for Amber Abraham. Inside Marchoskaite. It seems like whoever has the ball for Moorhead is double teamed. You'd think Jefferson is going to run out of players. And here's a pass in the lane. It gets through the hands of Sjogren into the floor, and it's picked up. Megan Kane back up. Pass nearly deflected. Just caught. Freeberg drives down. Floater missed. Rebound Charlton. Spuds out of the backcourt. They'll slow it down. Here's Amber Abraham. Still tied at 49. 3 minutes to go. Bouncer near side for Chelsea Grossley. They match up on her off the zone. Grossley passes into the high post, kicks it out. Sjogren is open. On the rim, it won't go. Rebound right back out. Amber Abraham throws it back in for Marchoskaite. To the right side, Sjogren drives, gets loose, puts it high off the glass short. Rebound, Marchoskaite fades back for 2. On the offensive rebound. 51-49. Spuds back on top. Now with 2:27 to go. At midcourt, Rachel Freeberg. To the far side, Rachel Munch. Against a 1-3-1. To the baseline and back out. Munch works it around near side for Whitcomb. Now Munch throws it in. A quick shot is up and down. Megan Kane is big time. She's got 14. Game is tied at 51. Across midcourt. Spuds in their offense. Work it off to the right side. Sjogren goes down low. Marchoskaite trying to lean it in, throws it off an ankle of Kelly Have, and the Spuds will put it into play. But after this timeout, 1:49 remaining, a break, and this game is all tied up in the fourth quarter at 51. 1:49 remaining. Moorhead with the ball inbounds at the baseline. Chelsea Grossley will trigger it in. Andrea Sjogren, Iveta, Betty Charlton, and Amber Abraham. These 5 have gone down the stretch. Abraham had a notion. Dishes off right side. The bouncer back out for Abraham. Gets away from a defender. She'll step up. Drop it underneath. Getting loose. Shot is blocked. And it's on the floor, picked away. Back comes Bloomington Jefferson with a chance to take the lead and a minute and a half to go. On the near side, Rachel Munch against the Spud 1-3-1 zone. To the far side, Whitcomb slips it back out. Now the pass to the baseline. Throws it down the lane. Shot is up on the rim. It won't go. Rebound tip loose. Marcho Skyte swings it loose. And despite all the bumping and holding and grabbing, Marcho Skyte brings it up court with a long pass. Off to Amber Abraham. Now a minute to go in a tie game. Abraham between the circles. Outside for Chelsea Grossley. Drops it into the high post. Marcho Skyte. And we'll have a Spud timeout. Marcho Skyte with a dribble nearly got caught from behind by Rachel Munch, but the Spuds now will talk about it. And let's see what they come up with 54 seconds remaining. It's tied. Moorhead 51, Bloomington Jefferson 51. Andrea Sjogren with 11 lead the Spud scoring. From side court, 54 seconds remaining, and we're tied. The whistle blows and we're ready to get in. The pass comes in. Andrea Sjogren, or rather Amber Abraham, was forced deep at midcourt and stepped into the backcourt, and that's a turnover. And Bloomington Jefferson's defense once again is in a position to make the decision for the outcome of this one. And now they have the offense in a tie game. Rachel Freeberg backing up into the midcourt circle. One-on-one defense by the Spuds. Near side for Munch. Out between the circles, Whitcomb. Maybe they'll work it down. 35 seconds to go. Delivered out. Freeberg. Nothing working down low. She'll back it up and she'll try it again. Abraham comes out on her. Now the drive. She's cut short. Pass delivered. Knocked to the floor. Scrambled after is tied up. Alternate possession to Moorhead with 22 seconds to go. Now the Spud defense comes up with a big play. The ball thrown into Amber Abraham. 20 seconds and counting. Bouncer near side for Grossley. Near side for Charlton. They work the weave. Out near midcourt, right side pass Abraham. Bounces it near side Grossley. 5 seconds. She'll have to hurry. Betty they don't know. Here's Grossley for the winner. It's good! It's good! Chelsea Grossley, a three-pointer at the buzzer. Chelsea Grossley. And there's a pile up of Spuds on the floor. Neil Armstrong, move over. You've got a partner. Chelsea Grossley and the Spuds are dancing on the moon. Final score, Moorhead 54, Bloomington Jefferson 51. The Spud girls have done it once again, this time in come-from-behind fashion with a shot at the buzzer from Chelsea Grossley. It was a three-pointer, and it was no doubt about it. It hit nothing but net, and it swished through, and the Spuds win it 54-51 after trailing at the half 29-20. The Spuds used the third quarter as their catapult this game as they outscored the Jaguars 19-10, and then with the three-pointer outscored Jefferson by 3 in the fourth quarter. Chelsea Grossley with the game winner today, and the Spuds will move into the state championship game at 9 o'clock on Saturday night against Cretin-Durham Hall. For Bloomington Jefferson will play for third place against Moundsview. But what an effort. What an effort by both teams here this afternoon. Bloomington Jefferson's defense was tenacious, and the Spuds came out in the second half and would not be denied. Moorhead Spuds come up with the win in semifinal action today. 54-51 the final. Chelsea Grossley with a shot at the buzzer. And the Spuds leading the charmed life in this state tournament play as they come up with the win. For Bloomington Jefferson, dropping now to 20-7 on the season. They will play for third place against Mounds View Saturday night at 6. Rachel Freeberg with 6. Jamie Whitcomb with 8. Stephanie Austin with 3. Gail Gagne with 4. Kelly Hab and Megan Kane each with 14 for the Jaguars. The Jaguars led 15-13 at the end of the first quarter, 29-20 at the half, and it seemed the game was theirs to have. But the Spuds came out in the third quarter and got off to a fast start. and eventually outscored the Jaguars 19-10 in the third quarter. And then with the game winner from Grossley, 15-12 in the fourth quarter to come up with the win. Amber Abraham finished the day with 8. Andrea Sjogren finished with 11. Betty Charlton with 2. Chelsea Grossley on 4 3-pointers. And she determined the outcome of this one today as she finished with 12. Game's leading scorer, Iveta Marcoskaite with 21. Had 11 in the first quarter. In fact, had the first 11 points that Moorhead scored. Hardly played in the second quarter. Came up with a couple of baskets in the third quarter. And then 2 field goals and 2 free throws in the fourth quarter. Iveta Marcoskaite with 21 to lead all scorers today. So that sets up the State 4A championship game Saturday night, 9 o'clock, right back here at Williams Arena. We know that you'll be here. But tomorrow night, we're back with the Moorhead boys as their quest for a state tournament competition continues. From Concordia's Memorial Auditorium, they'll take on St. Cloud Apollo about 8:30 game time for the start of that one. We hope that you can join us then, too. I'm Larry Knutson, thanking you for being with us in this state semifinal game. From Williams Arena, our final score, Moorhead 54, Bloomington Jefferson 51.